and welcome to another flow with me. This is going to be another more kind of intermediate level practice. So I wouldn't suggest that this video would be suitable for someone who is new to yoga or a beginner. And there are other practices on this channel that do cater to all levels. So do have a look through there. But otherwise, we're going to come and start in a standing position today. We are going to grab blocks and props that you need to support you in your practice, and as always, especially in these stronger practices that I offer on here, just remembering that you are the person listening to your body. You're the person that knows your body the best out of everyone. So really tuning into that and making choices that still feel nourishing for you. So yes, sometimes we're going to challenge ourselves and kind of try new things, but at the same time, always kind of being as conscious as you possibly can of listening to your body, looking after your body, respecting your body. So we'll come into Tadasana mountain pose, feet roughly hip width apart. And to ground into the class, we'll start with closing off the eyes. So let your arms just come down to the side of the body. Taking some slow and soft breaths, breathing into the belly. As you inhale, seeing if you can feel the belly expanding with your breath. And then on your exhale, feeling the belly drawing back in. So inhale, the belly's expanding, filling with the breath. Exhale, releasing the breath. Allow the neck and the shoulders to soften. Take a quick scan through the body. Notice any sensations, anything that you can feel. Maybe there's tingling in the hands, the fingers. Maybe there's not. Start becoming the observer. Coming into that place of non-judgment towards yourself. Accepting whatever's there without labeling anything as good or bad. Now we'll begin to open the eyes back up, coming back into the physical body. Inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky, lift your ribs away from the hips. As you exhale, I want you to reach the left arm out in front, right arm comes out behind, follow with your gaze. Inhale, reach the arms back up to center. Exhale, come into the other side, so right arm's reaching out in front, left arm's reaching behind. Notice how the lower body is staying the same here, staying solid, so it's rooting and grounding, stabilizing us so that we can twist from the waist here and move the upper body. Inhale, bring the hands back to center. Exhale, float them down to heart center. Inhale, open out into cactus. Exhale, draw the hands back into your heart center. So we're going to work through that little sequence twice more. Don't worry if you get a bit lost, or just listening to my instructions and going with the flow as much as you can. So inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right, left hand comes out in front, right hand comes out to the back. Send your gaze towards the right fingertips. So leading with the breath, inhale, come back to center, arms reaching up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the left this time. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, float the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, open out into your cactus position. Exhale, draw that energy back together, palms of the hands coming together, back to the heart. Once more, inhale, fingertips reach up to the sky, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, open out to your cactus. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart, sealing that energy in your heart center. Now, grounding through the left foot, we're going to bend this right leg in, bring the hand to the ankle, and come into this quad stretch here. So try and keep the legs level, so your knee might want to come out to the side a bit here. Just see if you can draw it in, and we're going to press the hips forwards. If you're wobbling, you can use a wall, that's okay. So feeling that stretch into the right quad. Maybe you can feel it in the right hip flexor, just noticing what you feel. And release. Coming on to the other side, so bringing that left hand around the left ankle, finding that stretch through the left quad. Pressing the hips forwards. Making sure that you still got your posture here, really nice space across the chest. Finding a gazing point to focus on if that helps, finding your drishti. And then release the left foot down. Take a little shake out through the legs. And then we're going to interlace the hands and reach the hands out in front. Exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest and round your spine, draw your belly in. Keep breathing here, feeling the opening into the spine, the back of the neck. Inhale, lift the gaze, release the hands, find the interlace behind the back this time, roll the shoulders back, open across the chest, but we're still staying strong through the core, so I still want you to draw the belly in here. We're not flaring out with the ribs and arching the spine, we're staying really stable and strong from the root. And release the hands. Come to the top of your mat, feet roughly hip width apart. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up to the sky, lift your ribs away from your hips. Exhale, forward fold, bend the legs as much as you need to. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step the feet back, find your plank. Pausing in your plank position for a moment, shoulders above the wrists, fingers nice and spread. Breathing here, connect to your center line of energy through the body. Exhale, release the knees down to the mat. Lower the rest of the body down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, peel the chest away from the mat cobra. Exhale, melt the chest back down to the ground. Press the hands into the mat. Exhale, bring the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a little pedal out through the feet in your downward facing dog, really feeling into the backs of the legs. You might be able to feel a stretch into the hips. Just notice what's there. Inhale, step or jump the feet in towards the hands, lift the chest and lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the fingertips back up to the sky. Exhale, bring hands through to heart center. Inhale, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaching towards the wall in front. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step or jump the feet back to plank. Inhale, move through your version of chaturanga, inhaling into either an upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, moving back to your downward facing dog. Imagine that there's a string coming from your hips to the sky, lifting them up. Inhale, gaze between the hands, step or jump the feet in, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fingertips reach back up to the sky, lifting the ribs away from the hips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now from here, we're going to inhale, sit the hips back, find your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Taking a breath here. Then I want you to sink down lower, find your Ardha Utkatasana. So this is where the belly is coming down towards the thighs, but we're still keeping that belly switched on, drawing it in towards the spine. Keep breathing. And then from here, bring your hands back to the heart, step the left foot back and you find a high lunge. Reach the hands up to the sky, lifting up and out from the pelvis. From here, we're going to flow into this right leg and find a warrior three, reaching the hands out in front. If that's too much, bring them back to heart center. So hips are square and shining towards the ground. Strong through that right standing leg. Strong inner line of energy through the body. Keep pressing the left foot back. And release the hands now down to the mat. Start to walk the hands in towards this right leg and left leg sweeping up to the sky, finding your standing split. Now, option to wrap this right arm around the back of the right leg. And then what you're doing is working towards the forehead, coming towards the shin. If this is not where you're at, of course you can leave more space between the leg and the hands. You can have the hands on blocks. So take what you need. Breathing here. And then placing both hands back down to the mat, draw this left leg back in. Bring your hands to your hips, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift the chest. Come back to Tadasana mountain pose. Well done. So we'll come to the other side now. So inhale, find your Utkatasana, sit the hips back. Stay strong through the core here. So again, drawing the belly in, pelvis is drawing up and in towards the body. So we're not arching the back and sinking down, we're strong and engaged through the core. Sit the hips lower, find Ardha Utkatasana. Stay with the breath. Bring the hands to heart center. Can you step the right leg back? Inhale, sweep the fingertips up to the sky, finding your high lunge. Feeling that fire burning through the quads. Keep lifting up and out from the waist as you inhale in your high lunge. And then powering through into this left leg. Can you find your warrior three with the arms stretched out in front? Breathing here, keep the back leg nice and active. You need to bring the hands to heart center or to blocks, you absolutely can. Listen to your body. Float the hands down to the mat, finding your standing split now. So walking the hands in towards this left leg, maybe this left hand wraps around the left leg, maybe the forehead's coming towards the shin, right leg's reaching up to the sky. Keep breathing into any wobbles and shakes. You can come in and out of the poses if you need to. That's all part of this practice. Ground the hands back down to the mat. This time I'm going to step that right foot back and find a plank position on your mat. And we'll take a vinyasa. So inhale through into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Float back to your downward facing dog. Well done. You can take a child's pose here if you need to. Reconnect with your breath. And then from here, we're going to step the feet in slightly. We're going to take some bunny hops. Now, if you have handstand in your practice, you can come into your handstand here, or we're going to just start jumping and bringing the feet, the heels, to touch the hips. Then if you want to work up into handstand, of course you can. That's not in bunny hop or handstand. Stepping the feet back, dropping the knees down, and exhale, sit the hips down to the heels. Melt the forehead and the chest down to the mat. Find your child's pose. Breathing into that space, softening the body. And then from here, we're going to inhale and walk the hands in, coming into a kneeling position on the mat. And we're going to bring the legs out slightly. This is where you might like to grab a block or a couple of blocks. Find your hero pose. So we're sitting the hips back and the calves and the heels are rolling to the outside of your hips. The thighs are active, squeezing together. Be really mindful here of the knee joint. Check in with your knee joint. If that feels not right in any way, then take more support, come higher up, bring your props underneath, or come back to just a normal kneeling position. Take any adjustments that you need. And inhale, reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, we're going to bring them in together, cross the right arm over the left and find your eagle arm. So backs of the hands could be touching, fingers could be touching. And what we're doing here is reaching the hands up to the sky. So we're lifting with our eagle arms. This doesn't work for you, you can take a hug instead with the right arm on top. And unravel the arms, bring them back out to the side. Now we'll draw them back in, left arm's on top this time, finding either your eagle or you're going to take a hug instead. And lifting, find that lift, fingers reaching up towards the sky. Really nice internal rotation with the shoulder. And release the arms, let them drop down. Come away from your hero pose, moving the block. Bring the hips down to the mat, legs come out in front. Finding a neutral spine position, feet are flexed. Inhale, reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Exhale, we start to fold forwards, leading with the chest, spine staying long. Hands could be on thighs, shins, maybe they're finding the feet. Breathing. Seeing if on your inhale you can make some space, and on your exhale move into that space, softening the body. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the chest, coming away from the fold. Bring the legs into a comfortable seated position on the mat. Close down the eyes and bring the hands with the palms facing down, resting on the knees. This is a gesture of grounding. Notice the body moving with the breath. And just start to let everything go. Let go of anything that came before this practice. Let go of anything you think that is going to come after it. See if in this moment right now you can surrender. Let the body relax. Allow tension to be released. Breathe it out on your exhales. Opening the eyes back up when you're ready, just coming back into the physical body. Don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling the heat. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Do comment and feedback to me on how you're getting on, and if you have any requests, information below in the other things that I offer through my membership, live classes, one-to-ones, and I can't wait to see you again for another practice very soon. Take care, bye-bye.